Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, grade 8s. We're doing 2.3, using models to divide integers. I feel like such an old school teacher pointing with this thing, eh? All right, we've already done our multiplying integers, and dividing is just the inverse of it. We are doing number lines today, and I know number lines are kind of a stigma for some people, where they have this kind of pre-belief feeling of negativity about it. How many of you at this point are kind of about number lines? Anyone like kind of, is anyone like, not so bad? Yeah. Anyone like, yeah, number lines? Yeah, I know. We'll get you there. Okay, so let's take a look. First, when we multiplied, we had the blocks. But this one is pretty easy. We're just going to swish past the block part. So let's say 12 divided by 4. If I got positive 12 divided by positive 4 like this. So I got positive 12, and I divided them into 4 groups. You probably did that in grade 3, 4, where you'd actually have like the little counting things or beads or coins or something. You put them into groups. And so we knew that dividing is like splitting into groups or cutting into groups. So if I cut 12 into 3 groups, I have 4 in each group. Another way that you can show it is you've got 3 sets of 4 equal a total of 12. Take 12, cut it into 3 groups, divide is cut into groups. So let's go look at it now as a number line. All right, so we're going to extend the use of a number line to model the division of 2 integers. The first example it has here is positive 9 divided by positive 3. But I'm going to take off of that, I'm going to go to my board here. So we've got positive 9 divided by positive 3. Well, first, let's do it just as an integer number, or a tile number. Here we go. I've got positive 9 into positive 3. This is what it looks like in tiles. Positive 9 tiles, cut into 3 groups. How many in each group? 3. Boy, my marker isn't really lasting. Perhaps I'll have to use another. Can I actually swap one of you guys quick so it's quick for the video? So I should get to positive 3. But let's take a look. I'm going to go positive 9. I've got positive 9 starting right there. Dividing into 3 groups. So what I want to do is I want to take 3 hops to get to 9. How long should each hop be? So there's 3 hops. Show me your numbers. 1, 2. Seeing this? Okay. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Was that 3 hops? How big was each hop? 3. Okay. I like to think about it as tiles. Now, camera, I know you can't see the tiles, but I'm sure you can imagine what I'm doing. On the floor, I have tiles. Each one of them is exactly 12 inches, precisely 12 inches, actually. And so if I start at 0, where I've got this line here, we're going to put that with here. If I want to go 9 tiles in 3 steps, I have to work out how far do I have to step each time. Well, there's 3, 6, 9 tiles. So 9 divided by 3, how much? Just call it out.
3.
3. Now this is usually where students go, well, duh, I knew that before. Why do we have to do the number lines? Honestly, because the outcome states that you can do it symbolically, numbers, pictorially, that's number lines and tiles, physically with models like the tiles number lines, and in a real world scenario. So we're trying to do number lines to consolidate your learning. Also, why do we do it? Some people think spatially, such as the tiles. Some people think linearly, like a number line, and so we're trying to show you both sides. So let's look at another example here. If you look here, here's another representation of 9 divided by 3. You can see she hopped 1, 2, 3 to get to the positive 9. Now we have negative 9 divided by negative 3. I'm not going to lie to you. This is one of the single most difficult ones there is. So now, camera, I'm going to get you to follow me up. I'm going to clear some space because I need to go to the negative 9. Here is my 0. I'm at 0. That's positive. That's negative. negative 9 divided into negative 3. I want to get to negative 9 feet. And I want to go negative 3s to get there. Are you ready? Negative 3, step 1. Try not to fall over. Negative 3, step 2. Negative 3, step 3. What is negative 9 divided by negative 3?
Positive 3? Or positive 9?
Positive 3. You got it.
Oh,
so
yeah,
let's take a look at her on the board. We need to find how many steps of negative 3 make negative 9. That was me. How many negative 3 steps? 1, 2, 3. It took 3 negative 3 steps to get to 9. 1, 2, 3. Now let's also look at that on the board, and then I'm going to show you the symbolic version of it. Negative 9 divided by negative 3. We did it before. We want to get to negative 9. We're going to take negative 3 steps. Negative 3, 1, negative 3, 2, negative 3. Where are we? We're at negative 9. Like that. How many steps did it take to get to negative 9? 3. Positive 3. I'll show that once again.
I don't understand it.
Negative 3 steps. How many to get to negative 9? 1, 2, 3. Our answer is positive 3. Now watch. If I add a positive, multiply positive and positive, what should I get?
Positive.
If I multiply positive with a negative, is it going up or down? It's going to be a negative. Negative times a negative is, you knew this from before. Well, guess what? Negative divided by a negative. Do you get me here? Negative divided by a negative goes up. Negative divided by a positive, down. Positive divided by a negative, down. Positive divided by a positive, up. Remember, same, goes up. Different, down. Same as multiply, right? It's the same as multiply. So if you got that with multiply, then you've got it with division. The one sticking point is that minus negative. It's tricky to think. So let's do another example, and I'll run it on my feet here. I want you to use your number line on your sheet, and I want you to try this one. No, negative 8. Negative 8 divided by negative 2. I want you to show me that on your number line. Let's pause the video while we do that. All right, I'm going to cater to the symbolic kids. I'm symbolic. I'm into the numbers myself. What's 8 divided by 2? Call it out. It's 4. We know that. Is it going up or down? It's going up. Negative, right? And if it's same, goes up. Same, up. Same, up. So we're going up. Positive 4. So now I got to figure out how the heck to get on this line. Well, I know that I got negative 8, and I know I got to take negative 2 size steps to get there. So I'm just going to start jumping negative 2s. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm at negative 8. There it is. I got my negative 8, and I did negative 2 steps to get there. How many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ding. I've got it. Let's try another example from the text here. We're going to change up. We've got negative 9 plus positive, or divided by positive 3. Now I'll do it symbolically, and then I'm going to do it on the number line. Here we go. What's 9 divided by 3? It's 3. Am I going up or down?
Down.
Yeah, different, right? Different goes down. Okay, different goes down. Bam, negative 3. So I need negative 3. Well, let's see. If I've got negative 9 right here, how many positive jumps to get back to 0? my positive jumps, I've got plus 3 jumps, so I'm going to start doing plus 3 jumps. 1, 2, how many positive 3 jumps did I have to do?
3.
I had to do 3, so that means I've got 1, 2, 3. But we had negative 3s, didn't we? Because we were going negative, negative as we got there. Now, ultimately, I'm going to look at different goes down for my answer. Let's see if we got it right here. Let's watch Sally do her little jumps. She went negative 3, negative 3, negative 3. There's 3 of those. She ends up with negative 3 jumps. There's 3 jumps in the negatives. She had a positive, and the negative goes down. Last one. Let's switch it. Positive 9.